Hello everybody and welcome back to the Hilltop Pillbox in Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada. Here we are just at the start of turn 4. But before we get into that, we are going to show you something that rarely happens in this game. The United States is at war at the end of round 3. They rolled an 11 to go from 70 to 81, but you max out at 80 as America, unless you start capturing more territories. And so they are at war. Now, an unfortunate thing did happen though. You see the Lend-Lease with a 20 with the X beside it. So the first two Lend-Leases were successful. This time didn't go so well. Tex, you want to talk about it?
Well, we had a little bit of problem there as we put on some stuff on the boats, and apparently it didn't quite make it. In fact, it didn't only not make it, it fell into the hands of them there Nazis. It was pretty sad. Yeah, we tried to send it on over, and we done roll ourselves a good old one. And that means that the Axis get to take it all, and the Axis decided, well, Germany would get it.
Ah, so close. You could have given that to anyone, right?
Ja, und we did. We gave it to us. We are anyone, have we not?
Can't argue with that. Alright, so let's see what happened here in the last bit of turn 4. Germany and Japan and Russia had already gone. So Britain was next. Britain, I see that your shores are looking mighty bald here. What went on? Nigel, let us know.
Yes, well, quite, yes. Well, we did not like having the battleships there, the German battleships, and the U-boats, and so we had a couple of destroyers in the Canadian convoy zone, and we had 3 fighters down in London, which we scrambled to sink the dreaded German fleet. And they sank them, they did. In fact, the first 5 shots were all hits, and did away with the bad ships.
And what did you lose?
A couple of destroyers, but it's an even trade for us, I'd say.
I would have to agree with that. It looks like there are no U-boats in the Atlantic, and that gives you a 5 quid bonus every round, I believe.
Yes, quite, and that will be put to good use. On something, I'm not sure yet. Tea and crumpets, perhaps. Just a little British humour there.
Yeah, it's very little. Now, what's happening in other spots for you there, Britain? You're here in Africa.
Yes, well, we've decided to pull back a little bit, and we've put our fresh tanks there in Cairo. But we also had a spot of fun over here in Italian land in Africa. We took out Ethiopia and the Italian Somaliland, and we only lost 1 South African troop doing it. It's a splendid time, and we all had a spot of fun. What?
Well, that's good. You know, happy for you there. I'm sure the Italians are not so happy, but we'll hear from them in a little bit. India, what's going on with you guys here? Oh, I don't see your fleet. What's going on, India? You're gonna need that fleet, I think.
Well, yes, we might be needing the fleet, but we decided to do something quite extraordinary. Yes, we moved 1, 2, 3. And do you see where the Japanese used to have 2 battleships, a destroyer and a transport?
Yeah, I see that.
Well, they are not there anymore. We had magnificent roars, and the audacity of the attack caught the Japanese totally unprepared, and we sank everything, and we received no hits in return.
Wow, looks like the Axis Navy's kind of got pummeled this turn. Kind of looks like you're in a bit of a hornet's nest, though. I don't know if that fleet's going to survive.
Oh, no, I don't think it will, but it's honest trade for us, and we are so happy to be rid of the Japanese battleships.
Yeah, well, I got to congratulate you. That was a pretty slick move. I also see that you've really bulked up Calcutta. How did you do that?
Well, as you know, we can build up to 6 units per turn, and so the first 3 have to be infantry. So we built 3 infantry, and we built 2 tanks, and we built our very first plane. Look at that, it is a beautiful Spitfire. And the United Kingdom in London, they gave us 3 more men. Look at that, 3. And so we are very bulked up. We are getting huge.
Oh, that's good. Good for you guys. All right, well, Anzac, oh, your fleet is gone as well. That's the one Japan attacked last round and missed on their sneak attack. What did you do with your fleet? Well, we don't have many boats, right? So we had to move them down here, out of harm's way. But we did build ourselves a fortress in case the Japos tried to come down here and take it from us. We'll be ready for them, I say. Yeah, well, they don't have any transports here, so you're pretty safe. In fact, the closest transport is way over here. I think the Japanese are way out of position, and they might find it difficult to get things going. Looks like the Chinese had a bit of pushback here and have bulked up central China. I guess we'll have to see what happens there. They actually took French Indochina away from the Japanese because in this game, the Chinese can come all the way down to Saigon. Should they choose. They can't go to Siam and they can't go to Burma, but they can go down to French Indochina and Saigon, and they did that.
And they will pay for this.
Oh, Hirohito, it's not your turn. Shut up. Alright, so here we are. Looks like we are just about ready to start round 4, and we will let you folks know what's going to happen. Germany is going to have an influx of $20 extra, so they're going to be sitting around close to 80 and change. So who knows what they're going to build with all that cash. Will they rebuild their fleet? Will they continue to build tanks? Will they build some special units? Time will tell. Ja, und I will tell, but at the right time. Thanks, Klaus. Big help. Oh, I guess Enzio's a little ticked that we didn't talk about Italy, so we're gonna just put that on here. Enzio, what's going on, buddy?
You skipped over us like we weren't even there, eh? And here we are. We took back our 2 islands, Sardinia and Sicily, from the commandos the UK sent down. So now we have our land back, plus we've taken 2 British territories here in Africa. So, it's molto bene, eh?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. How did those subs do out here? Uh-oh.
I don't know what happened to our submarines. We've lost contact with them. Maybe they opened the screen door. I don't know.
That's a good one.
A good what?
Never mind. But it looks like you've bulked up a lot down here. You got 3 more tanks. You brought a fresh bomber down. Yeah, it looks like you could be causing problems. I see that you also built a POW camp in Albania. Gives yourselves an extra $1 per turn. It doesn't look like anybody's going to be taking that back anytime soon. Alright, folks, on to turn 4.